What's going on? Well, let me get my mic on. Hopefully it won't fall off. You know what I mean? I always forget to do this stuff. Make sure it's on this time, you know what I mean? Get my little gizmo right here. Stick it in here. A little better. So I figured I'd just show you guys what I was doing. Let's see if I can spin this bad boy around. Nice. All right. So you can see that I have all these parts right here. These are the legs to the stools for the kits and the classes that I'm going to be doing. And I decided just to bang out like 50 of them just so I could get the process down, right? And believe it or not, these legs take quite a little bit of work. So the first thing I need to do is separate out the lefts and rights to make sure that all like the colors look good together, because you can see that there's like a huge, variation in color within each individual species, right? So when I go to the lumberyard, they mark the pots for me, so it makes it way easier, because I just decided to have readers mill out these pots roughly, so I don't have to do it, right? It did take me quite a while to get these figured out the way I want them. Even though they're kits, they're still just going to be here in my shop. And I thought that once I start to make these kits, if orders come in, I'll be able to sell them, because these, in fact, are the way that I would want them oriented for any one of my projects. You know what I'm saying to you? I mean, look at the color variation in this walnut. This is why I don't like walnut that much. It's because the color variation sucks. So you can see that I have everything marked, right, for each set of stools that I want to make. They're marked out this way because of the way that they cut them over at the lumberyard. They start with like a 10 or 12-inch, 12-foot board. So you can see that they're color coded. Then I went back and numbered them to each one of the stool kits that I have. And even like when it came down to like the stretchers, same rules apply. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. And I'm building these things in pairs, since like we have a piece of wood that's long enough to get two stools out of it. So if somebody comes here in the shop and they want to build a kit, then they decide they want to take the matching piece home, they can. And most people usually buy these as a pair, so that's why they're all numbered. You see? And trust me, it takes a long time to figure out how to do this stuff in space, especially because my shop's tiny, right? And you can see how they're all numbered on the bottom, but they're also numbered on the face. You with me? So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. What do you think? Hey, Doug, how you doing, buddy? Can you hear me, Doug, enough? Let me put my mic on so I can walk around. Hang on. I'm back. So, yeah, Doug, what do you think of these kits? They're pretty cool, huh? I mean, look at this. It was a pain in the neck to get this right. It took me hours to get all these pots together the way I wanted to. And I decided going forward that I want, the straight grain in the front, so it's all quarter sawn on the face of these stools. You with me? Now, the beauty of having this saw is that I'm able to gang up a whole bunch of legs at one time. You see that? So I have the fence set at the appropriate angle. I have the blade set at the appropriate angle. I'm going to cut off the appropriate amount. Now, I've already figured out the whole way to do this. So it's like the front on the right side are down, facing towards the blade. And you can see that I have another fence on here, right here. Those are for the left. They keep falling off, so I have to get something that's going to fix that. So let me get a left leg over here. All right. So the left legs are going to be in the same orientation, face down. I'm going to cut the top first. You see what I'm saying to you? Just like that. Does that make sense? Doug, it's just me and you, buddy. So if you have any questions, ask away. I don't do much over here at YouTube. I should probably do more of it. And this is unbelievable. I've already got it set up to cut the corrected angle on the legs, because each one of these legs is a parallelogram. You see that? I know they look square, but they're not. You guys with me? Any questions at all since I'm here? You guys have any questions? You want to see me run that saw? I don't know why I decided to turn this thing on and just show you what I'm up to, but I figured I would. You know what I mean? Oh, you bought the jigs and patterns for the stool kit, Doug? Did you make it yet? Because I've actually changed the way that I do this. Making that boat on the first, making the boat, right, on that first video I did worked out well, but now that I'm making a whole bunch of them, it just ain't worth doing it. So I'm actually going to redo that video. All right. So you may want to hang on before you build it, because it does get confusing with having to cut the corrected angle on the table saw. I just cut the corrected angle on one face, and then I send it through my planer to turn it into a parallelogram. Okay, how'd you make out? My test. All right, dude, you know where I am. If you have any problems or questions, just call me, all right? If you want to do it the way that I'm doing it now, because it's like way, way easier, don't bother making that boat for the table saw. You could actually use a chop saw if you wanted to. Just cut one side and cut it again and change the angle and cut the bottoms. You with me? Bubby Gut, what's up? Doug, you want to see me use that saw? You building a castle joint bed now? What's that mean? Is it like where you notch the posts to take both rails? All right, man. Well, I'm making a bunch of them, bro. I'm making 50 of them right now. All right. Shut that off. All right, Doug, since it's just me and you, buddy, let me get the old tripod right here. You're going to love this thing. And it has taken me a while to get used to, the whole concept of using a slider, right? It's a different mindset, which is fine. It's hard for me to learn new things. I'm kind of like can't teach a new dog old tricks or whatever. You know what I mean? Hang on, Doug. This is going to be a little messy. Hopefully I didn't lose you. How's that, all right? That view look all right, bro? All right, so anyways, like I was saying, Doug, at this point, I can gang up a whole bunch of legs and cut them all at once. And the blade I have on there is just to die for, too. It was expensive, like everything in life, right? Turn the old dust collector. What do you think of that, bro? Pretty dope, right? What do you think? It was so easy to cut 8 of them at once. Like I was saying, look at the result from that blade. It's pretty unbelievable, right? So basically, right, man, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go along and cut all the rights, and then I'll come back and I'll cut all the lefts. Then I'll drop the blade, and I'll move this fence over so I can cut the shoulder on the leg. So let me show you. So you see all those shoulders right here? I'm able to cut all those shoulders, gang them up, and then the only thing I have to do individually is cut the bottoms. And I changed my ways, Doug. So instead of like trying to cut both of these on the table saw, I just went to the bandsaw. So for this one, right? This one, see? Oh, sorry. So you see what I got going on right here, Doug? Or anybody who's watching. It's only me and Doug right now, so that's why I keep talking to him. You see? I set it to a 1/2 inch. And I can just bang these out real quick. It makes it for a way faster job. Let me take this out of the gizmo so I can read your comments. Hopefully I won't lose you. There I am. Mark Curran, what's up? Basic question here. What is a good size joint to start with? 6 or 8? Definitely get an 8. You're in the military. All right, brother. Well, nothing for nothing. I'd buy this because I did buy this. Just to let you know, all right? They didn't give this thing to me. I was looking for a 16-inch joiner. I mean, a 12-inch joiner to cut these tops, right? And I stumbled across this thing, Bubby. All right. This thing is awesome. 16-inch joiner planer, and it's a beast. So that's what I would buy if I were you. No, dude, it's not that hard to move. Trust me. It ain't that tough. I'm gonna have to move it anyways. I mean, it's the same pain in the ass as having to move everything else. So what's the difference? Just put it in a crate or something, right? And it ain't that heavy. Listen, when it comes to buying a joiner planer separately, if you don't have the money to buy like a really nice 20-inch planer and a 12-inch joiner, I'd buy that thing. Seriously. Yeah, the people out there barking. The Celtics are playing today, so got a bunch of fans walking by the shop. Right there. The garden's right down the street. Well, listen, man. Bubbly gut. Do your homework like I did. That's how I stumbled across that thing. Because I didn't want to spend $9,000 on a 12-inch freaking Powermatic. You with me? All right. So that's a breakdown on how I get these pots together. And we're going to be doing classes, I think, Saturdays and Sundays for 1 to 4 people each day for like 5 hours maybe. So you guys have an opportunity to come into my shop, use some of this felder equipment, and then bash together one of these kits. Like $650 or something. It's $450 for the kit. The walnut one's going to be more because that stuff's like $18 a foot now or something stupid. Brad Stevens played ball. Oh, no kidding. That's funny. All right. Well, it's kind of late for a Sunday to be hanging around. That's cool, Doug. Hey, I hope the Celts win it again. Dominic, what's up, man? Hey, Dominic, you bought a kit, 2 of them actually. Did you put both of them together, and what do you think? Do I give tours of my shop, Mark? What do you mean? You want to come to Boston and walk through my shop? Take the class. You know what I mean? Thanks, Ronald. I appreciate it, buddy. You love them, huh, Dominic? That's cool. I was psyched that you came down and bought a couple and actually put them together. Did you put both together, or are you trying to use the parts to manufacture them? Mark, just call me. Text me, 781-856-2210, all right? Guess what? You put both of them together? Send me a picture of them, bro. That was a nice cherry, too. Did you get them to be flat on the bottom? She uses them as planters. That's awesome. Everybody uses them for planters. Hey, if I knew it was going to be a planter, I wouldn't have bothered cutting the curve in the top. I get it, buddy. Hey, what do you think of the walnut? I hate walnut. I don't know why I don't like walnut. I just don't like it. Well, I know why. It's because it sucks. It's so hard to control the grain pattern through it. But I'll probably build some more stuff out of it. Lancaster, Ohio. Well, that ain't that far, man. You know, come in for the weekend. Take class, go to a Sox game, hang out. It's a good city. All right, let me turn this thing around. Tired of looking at my fat self. But man, this is crazy looking, huh? And you can see that, you know, I was taking way too much material off of the joiner. I mean, the shaper. I mean, yeah, the planer, but it didn't tear it out. And this is all quarter sawn white oak right here, and it's super clear. The cherry. This will all clean up with the sander. So basically, what I'm going to do is after I poke the holes in this thing, I'll go to my sander. I'll clean the whole thing up before I assemble it. I got a whole new way of doing this stuff. There's my mortiser, trying to figure this thing out. You know what I mean? Yeah, Doug. Sure. That'd be all right. I like to go to the game, even though I haven't followed the Sox in a really long time. What dimension did what start out as? These right here? 8/4. Right now they're just under 1 5/8 inches, because what I got to do after I cut them to the final length or whatever, mark, I got to come over to the shaper. See? I have this whole gizmo set up. See that? The leg sits inside here. Let me move that thing. So I might as well go get a leg. Hang on. And the hard part about this stuff is not losing orientation of all this stuff, right? So I put the leg in like that. I just basically screwed the grip block onto this thing. Then I push it straight across. The slider is to die for, bro. It's so nice. So once I put the corrected angle on it, then I send it through the planer, and then I turn it into a parallelogram. Yeah, the rough material is 8/4. So I went to the lumberyard, right? Are you from around here, Mark? No, right? So basically, my lumberyard, I can have them dimension out all this material. So they just roughed it out for me. See? That stuff's like 7/8. This is 1 3/4, a little strong. And then they mill the legs down to 1 3/4 for me, square. But now that I've seen the quality of what they send me, I'm just going to have them bring it right down to 1 5/8 like this. So I can go right to my, oh, Mark, you're in Situate. Bro, you're right down the friggin' street, guy. Yeah, just call me. Oh, you go to Rita's too. All right. So once I put the corrected angle on it, right, I just turn them into 1.5 inches. And they look so small compared to what I start out with, but it's really, I grabbed the wrong one. It's really a pretty stout little leg. See? It's cool. I really love these tools. I hope you guys buy the kits. Mark, did you buy a book yet, bro? Have you even seen it? I really should do more over here at YouTube. There's all my stuff still. I don't like to walk around the shop because I have crappy cell reception. There's my book. Nice, huh? Took me over 2 years to get this thing. Oh, you seen it? Did you buy it? That's it. All right. Well, I think I'm all done for the day. It just took me forever to square away all this stupid material. So now I'm pretty much all set up. And I'll be able to bang it out tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of the weekend, I will have all 600 mortises done. Build a web page. Get these kits out there available for sale. And start my classes. So it'll be kind of fun. I'm only going to do it for like the summer. So 16 weeks. Oh, and we're going to do a felder open house here pretty soon. So keep your eye out. I'll try to be more active here at YouTube. Put on the wife's list. Nice. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the day. All right. See ya. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Why, yes, I do.